Hi, guys. Welcome to the Art Meets Culture podcast. I'm your host, Ade Sanusi. Um, Today is not um, an episode. I would have dropped an episode today. Um, you know, seeing what I'm doing, pushing art culture and that. But I think, I wanted to use the platform to talk about a horrific incident that happened um, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Um, George Floyd was killed by a cowardly police officer for the color of his skin. I think it's extremely sickening that these things are still happening in this day and age. We've seen Eric Garner suffer the same fate from another cowardly police officer. We've seen Sandra Bland killed by another cowardly police officer. What is happening is murder. No one's resisting. They're just using their privilege, their whatever power to oppress Black people. It's that simple. I don't understand the fear you have against us as Black men, because as we've shown in history, Americans were pulled away from Africa to be enslaved in America, and then you freed them to be put in segregation to oppress them more. Yo, we're tired, man. We're tired. And it's disgusting. George Floyd wanted to change his life. He moved from Houston to Minneapolis, Minnesota to improve his life. And the coward in the shop who accused him for having a fake 20 called the police on him and caused his death. Now, if you're a shopkeeper and you see a fake note, refuse the money and keep it as that. Allow the man to go to another store. But you know what you're doing when you're calling the police. You clearly know. You don't need to call the police over a fake note. So, it's been real heavy on my soul, this whole situation. I haven't been urged to post or do any socials or do any work for that matter, because I'm just not even confused. I'm just angry. Let me just say it as that. I'm just angry, mad. Um, the support has been beautiful from the art community. Um, you have drawn amazing pieces to show love to this man, um, George Floyd. I want to make sure I say his name, but I don't, because he's an important figure. You'd have drawn amazing pieces of George Floyd, and you're really showing light by you utilizing your skills to showcase that. So I salute to you all. Another thing, if you are profiting from it and you're not giving the money to his cause or his family, then you're a coward. I tell you that for free. You're a coward. You're a cunt. And I know I don't usually swear too heavy, but I'm saying these things passionately. Do you know what I mean? You have to give it to the people who need it. It's not about your pockets at this time. Do you know what I mean? So if you're doing that as an artist, I'm sorry. I don't support that. I don't want to see selling this piece and just pocketing this money just to capitalize over a moment. Don't do that, please. I beg of you, please don't do that, because I'll call you out. I'll literally call you out. You know what I mean? And then there was this, I don't even remember her name. I don't even remember her name. Let me get it up. it was the park incident with that lady. Hold on, I'm just getting the image because I did screen grab it. And she lost her job. That's why I screen grabbed it, because she deserved that. She deserved all that shit. Because a man, the whole incident, as you know, the man was bird watching in an area in Central Park, and you're not allowed to dog walk there. So yeah, so I'm trying to find her name. It just says lady at the moment, but Amy Cooper, that's her name. Amy Cooper. And shout out to Christian. Christian Cooper filmed Amy Cooper and refused to stop her from running through the woodland. Yeah. So shout out to Christian Cooper. Ironically, her name is Cooper as well. Trash. She was walking her dog in an area where you're not supposed to walk the dog. And then you're feeling threatened when I'm telling you there's signs to tell you don't walk the dog in the area where we're bird watching. And then you want to feel threatened, you want to then, and it's the words she used that triggered me. I'm calling the police to tell them an African American is threatening me. In my soul of souls, in my heart of hearts, what I know what you're doing is you're doing attempted murder. That's attempted murder. You know what's gonna come after that. Like, do you remember back in the day in school, when you have a scuffle or whatever with someone, guy, girl, whatever, and people be like, watch after school, watch after school. You know it's not a 1-on-1 fight. You know who's coming down. You know what roadmen are coming down. You know the steez from that. You know the consequences. So you be like, oh shit, something's gonna happen. You know. And women like that, Karens, are fucking dangerous. Dangerous. Super dangerous. Because they know what they're doing. They know what they look like. They know what to say. They know what to sound like. Now racism is trying to get extra skilled. Oh my God, there's a guy who's hard to me. Like, come on, man. Come on. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. And to the people who are rioting right now and burning shit up, listen, I know businesses are being crushed. These are people's livelihoods that are being crushed as well, and these businesses that are burning up. But I tell you this, majority of black people don't own those businesses on those blocks. The majority are white people. So, as white people, you're very aware of what your whiteness does and what it has done to black people. So now, I'm not begging you lot to speak up or anything like that, because sometimes I'd be like, no, okay, well, like, what's the point of speaking up and, saying stuff? It's like, not going to make no difference. But now it's just like, you need to turn your attention to the people who are in these racial groups, in these hate camps and everything, and tell them, no, you are fucking up my money. You need to stop with this shit. Fuck this racism shit. Let them be. Let them do them. Let them build. Let us rise. Let them rise, rather. Not let us rise. Let them rise. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to build for our own. We're trying to build for our families. People on the news are saying, don't burn your communities because it's supposed to help you, etc., etc. Black Wall Street was burnt when we were building the communities ourselves. You burnt that shit, but it's brushed under the carpet. We were building, but you burnt that down because you knew our power. I was speaking to one of my friends, Scott, or not speaking with him, but just seeing some messages. But he has spoke to me in regards to this. He was abused by police at a young age, and then he was accused of rape at age 11. He just walked outside, and the random girl just started screaming, and she accused him of rape. He's fine now. They dropped charges and shit. But stuff like that, disgusting. I have no script what I'm saying right now. I'm just literally just going off the top as I usually do. Because I'm just unloading, because every single day I see stuff like this. People being indirectly racist, directly racist. Like, come on, man, stop, man. Just stop. Just stop, man. It's nasty. It's nasty. Us as black men, we wanna live, bro. We wanna live. I know some people will say, "Oh, that's USA's problem," but I might want to go US myself. I don't want to be caught up in no situation like that. The UK, we had something similar with Mark Duggan. You know how that shit turned out. We flipped the city. So I understand why these people in Minneapolis, Minnesota are doing that. They're flipping the city. They're making noise. And you've got your president saying that we must stop these thugs, using these words again. But we're not thugs, bro. We're angry. We're tired. And you know why. History has told you why. Our people are tired. Now, I was speaking to one of my boys, and it was like, we're like, everyone should just go back to Africa, bro. Everyone should go back. But what's difficult in the mind of wanting to go back is that, where do you start? Because there's a way of life in certain spaces in Africa that people can't adapt to, because they're so used to where they're at. But I tell you this, if you're stacking, building, saving money, invest in Africa. Invest something beautiful there for you to go back to and build with your people. Because I tell you this, white America is showing no love to you lot, man. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. So I'm still lost for words for it, man. And this is probably the rawest podcast you're getting, because I'm just not really doing any edits on that stuff like that. I'm just really just speaking straight from the gut and just dropping it. But people, be safe out there, man. I saw there was a video as well of this father and his son, and he was practicing the same kneeling situation that happened to George Floyd and to his son. And he was telling his son, okay, when you're in this situation, relax your body, breathe slow, let them know you can't breathe, make your body limp so you're not tensing and squeezing, breathe slow. And then he turned to the camera and said, this is what I'm teaching my son, America. What are you teaching yours? That got me. I'm like, his father had to wake up and teach his son, survival skills, how to survive against police who are supposed to serve and protect. To serve and protect. It's just insane, man. And it just breaks my soul that I'm witnessing this all the time. If you're a black man right now listening, it's just crazy for me to even say this, because it's just like, we just want to treat as humans, man. I shouldn't be on there telling you guys, oh, be careful, be on the lookout. It's wild out. Like come on, man. Are you seeing what we have to say to each other? It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. But really and truly, we have to be safe out there. We have to be more knowledgeable. We have to be fully aware. We have to just be more aware, more than ever. More than ever. More than ever. To anybody who's not really supporting this situation and even using their platforms to speak on this, and just bypassing it, not saying nothing. Because really and truly, I tell you this for free. You see my stories. You've seen what I put up. You see every Malcolm X or a few Malcolm X speeches I've dropped online just to speak about the incidents. And you lot are not reposting or posting stuff. This is important. This is bigger than anything that we're trying to do right now. And we need to amplify the noise. We need to also learn about who we put in power. Through our governments, through our parties, through theirs, everybody. We need to learn who we put in power. We need to learn that. Because from there, we will know how to push accordingly. Like Diddy said, he's holding the black vote hostage until you meet our demands. You know what that means. We need to be taken serious. We need to be taken serious. Very serious. Very serious. Man, listen, I'm gonna go now. I think I just wanted to express that and use my platform the right way and give my true opinion and my honest opinion on it. This is not no clouty thing. This is like, we'll never do that, but we understand that me as a black man, I have to speak up. You know what I mean? Because one day I'm gonna have a son. One day I'm gonna have a daughter, and I want to put him in a safe world. I want them to be in the most safest environments, and I want to gift them that. So, feel free to, share this episode, spread the awareness. As for the episode that was supposed to come out today, I'm going to drop it on Tuesday. I just want to give energy, positive energy to this, and hope, justice will be served. I'm praying justice will be served. But yeah, I'll drop that episode next week. Just with the fresh clear head. Because right now I'm just not really clear headed for it. But I wanted to give my energy to this and push this. But yeah, shout out to everyone who's listened. Mad love to you all. I appreciate you lot highly. Yeah, it's been hard. It's been hard, man. Hard to watch, hard to see. But yeah, be safe out there, people. Make sure you tell your loved ones you love them every day, and just push forward. Stay blessed. This is the Army's Culture Podcast. You know what I mean? Put your love where your heart is, man. Peace.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.